Well, this video has been a long time coming, but I'm glad to finally get around to it. I sold the blue Chevelle, and it was a very interesting process going through that. It was kind of stressful because I thought it would have more attention than it did. Obviously, the car was gorgeous, but apparently online, it just didn't get people excited because it didn't have an LS3 and 450 to 500 horsepower. So, talking to other builders, the feedback was, if you're going to build a car that beautiful and that detailed, then just go ahead and put the 500 horsepower engine in it and it will sell like hotcakes. And I felt like, hey, here's a better way to keep it budget oriented, build this thing, make it a complete driver, and if you want to increase power, you can, and then save you a ton of money in the sticker price. So what I learned from that was build another one, go ahead and just, fine, the internet wins, go ahead, put in the big engine, even though you don't really need it, but put it in, it's fun, I get it, and then you're going to get more money for it and sell it faster. So I had kind of resigned myself to doing just all that, and met a couple who loved the car. I immediately put the keys in their hands, made them drive it, and they both fell in love with it. It's specifically for the wife. She had always grown up having hot rods and wanted another one, and so she absolutely fell in love with it. The husband will probably not daily drive it the way she will, but he enjoyed it as well. They watched the videos. They had a bazillion questions, and I was more than happy to kind of introduce them to the car because I realized I was so invested in who bought the car that I was very glad that they liked it the way they liked it, and happy to see them buy it and end up with it. It's been gone for about a month now, and as you can see here, there is a lot going on in the garage, not a blue car. So as soon as I got rid of it, a couple of days of shock and awe, and then started in on the next project. And before I forget, it's YouTube. I'll put the link here. It's Build Another Race Car. And what I had done is picked up this beast. It's got a front end sitting over there under the tree. But I picked up this beast about a year and a half ago in Arizona and decided to turn it into a bit of a race car. It's going to be a Lemons car, and we'll also be able to drag, but it's a 1941 Ford Coupe, and it is pretty clapped out. There's some other, you'll see some other videos on the other channel that explain a little bit more about it, but the project now is going to be on the other channel, so I would love it if you guys are interested to click over there, like, subscribe, and follow along. It's going to be an LS swap. It's going to have that chassis under it, which is a Chevy S10. It's a 97 frame, although that doesn't matter much, but that will get shortened. Lots of performance upgrades, and then it will go under this. And in my shopping for parts, oh, and the other exciting part, it'll have a 6-speed, which is right there under the sander that I'm getting rid of. Okay, great. In my shopping, I fell into an LQ9 and an LQ4. And the junkyard had already, the wrecking yard, excuse me, the wrecking yard had already worked with me on the S10 chassis. And so when I saw these engines in the yard, I jumped all over them, and they worked with me, and it just made sense for me to pick up both. I have soaked them with oil and done compression tests. They are both solid so far. They came with the, they did not come with transmissions, but they came with harnesses, drive-by-wire, and all the goodies. And I'm going to bench run them both, and one at a time, obviously, but look for that soon. So hopefully this is wrapping up any questions people have about the blue car, because, hey, it's gone, happy to say. I'm going to continue this channel as far as playing with this car and various upgrades. One of the things that I just recently did was I went ahead and made the plunge, and I went to all Wilwood brake system, front and rear. And it was interesting because even the Wilwood guys were like, yeah, the system you have in there, the closer to stock system you have is going to stop great, but if you want to fend off brake fade with a lot of braking, then let's get you into some bigger brakes. My agenda was to also get rid of the Right Stuff rear parking brake, which is a hydraulically cable pull, and then it pushes a hydraulic piston inside the rear brake that squeezes on the calipers. It never, I got it bled properly, which is a little bit of a process by itself, but it never grabbed with the confidence you really want it to grab. So I was happy to change over to the Wilwood traditional drum brake parking brake system, and then the prettier calipers in the back. So I've been doing that. That ate up a little bit of time. And then the other thing I did was I got rid of the bench seat and put in these Corbeau seats. And I still need to deal with the interior a little better, as far as I need to come up with a console, probably change the shifter. But then that begs the question, do I want to do anything with the transmission tunnel before I do the console? So I'm just kind of thinking about it. But in the meantime, there's the update. Blue car's gone, sold. Happy to say. And on to the next thing. Hey, come over to the other channel, check it out, like and subscribe. Thanks.